It is not a sunny morning for the first time on our trip. Anyway, now we are going and making a 5-hour, 6-hour drive to Pensacola in Sparky Jr. Ka-ching! It's been about 3 hours into the journey now, 3.5 hours, and we've pulled over in a place called Montgomery where there was a tropical rainstorm warning, and we have stopped off. I've always wanted to try here. Now, whether it's any good or not, it's probably not, if I'm honest. It's the Waffle House. So Chloe, how is your grilled cheese sandwich?
It's alright, it's filling me up. Nothing special, to be honest, but...
I went for my hash browns with the different toppings. Hash browns, salad, burger, and then there's your waffles, chocolate chip waffles. Typical type of place, a fast food, sort of like an IHOP, McDonald's, that category of stuff, you know what I mean? Food's greasy, does the job. Yeah, the waffles itself, waffle was good, nothing to shout about. For a place that's called itself the Waffle House, I would have expected them to be bigger. And it tasted good, nothing impressive, a little bit of chocolate chips on it, and that was it. So it is what it is. But anyway, we're getting back on the road now. So we're here now at Pensacola Beach. I'd say what's left of Irma is literally blowing over us now, but we drove through it earlier. It is extremely windy. And I am freezing. It is really windy and cold. So here is the beach though. Lovely white sand. It is gorgeously lovely white sand. We're at our accommodation for the night now. So we're going to explore here tomorrow. We may stay another night here or go straight to New Orleans. I don't actually know because I'm a bit torn at the moment. See you in the morning for part 2 of this video. Good night until tomorrow. Hello, good morning, and you join me next to a bush. 2 things. We are walking into Pensacola downtown for breakfast, and we're staying another night. Actually, now we're in the downtown area, we're just coming into it. Definitely come check it out. It's got a lovely beach. I mean, it's got little places like this. So, like the taco place there. Where we're going is right behind me, a place called the Ruby Slipper, which was recommended to us by our host Tracy. So there you go. The food here looks fantastic. Second thing is pricey. So now I've gone for eggs Benedict with on top of pork, it's on top of biscuits. There you go. And then there is the pancake. For me, the best pancakes I've ever had were in New Orleans, in Louisiana. So this place is actually originated from New Orleans, funnily enough. Oh, good. That's really good. Basic flavors, but cooks really well. This is, in my opinion, the best pancakes that I've had since I've been in America again. This. It's even got, and it's got a sound whip, it's even got like a slight crunch to it. And it is so good. Pensacola as well actually has a lot of history. So it was originally owned by the Spanish, and that was when the first settlement was here back in the 1500s. Again, and in 1821 they passed it over to the Americans, and that's when the first governor came. It was the 3rd state to become a state, and in 1861 the first shots of the American Civil War were also fired here in a fight for a fort that's just outside of the town. You can't have a successful downtown without an Irish bar, and it's meant to be really good with very good music. It's actually very big downtown. The street's actually longer than I thought, so it basically just stretches all the way down here still. You've got like your lovely little buildings, your little shops and everything. We're in a naval base right now, and we're here to see 2 things. The Pensacola Lighthouse. You can also come here to see the Airplane Museum. So we'll check that out as well, and it's all free. So when I actually said it was free to come here, it's free to come into the military base, but you have to pay to come into the lighthouse. It cost us $7 each. This building here, the Keeper's Quarters, was first built in 1869. The last family to live in here was until 1965. and this is what it was like by then. The lighthouse is automated. Yeah, this is 60s style for you. I like those lights. I've always liked those little sticky out lights and 60s decor. Here are the steps up to the top of the lighthouse, and ta-da, the first step of a journey. And off we go. As we come through. And see this awesome view. This is one of the best views you're gonna get anywhere around here. This bit of land sticking out there, that is the same island we were on yesterday. This is a 26-mile long island, so you can drive the whole length of that if you want. The Aviation Museum is right there, and that's free to go into, so we'll check that out. There's the base as well with all the planes and that. So pretty cool. So we're in the museum now, completely free to get in. It actually closes at 5, so we haven't come at the best time. We came at 4. You get all these planes here, and it's completely free. Look at all this. So this is the original helicopter that flew Presidents Lyndon B. Johnson, Richard Nixon, and President Ford. Here's a picture of it actually in use. Nixon using it right there. Ta-da. You can actually come into it. It's a bit dark, but the front there, and that's what it was like inside there. And then there's also this massive seaplane here, which is actually flown by Howard Hughes, this exact plane. Now Howard Hughes was a very rich man who created aeroplanes for the Navy, and one of his most famous planes is a massive plane called the Spruce Goose, or nicknamed the Spruce Goose. In the end it was commissioned, but he wasn't needed in the end, so he had to prove it could fly though. So to practice flying for this main plane, the Spruce Goose, he actually practiced in this plane. We've left the museum now because it's closing, but absolutely loved it there. We're coming here at 10 o'clock tomorrow to see the Blue Angels fly, and they're basically doing a training class tomorrow that lasts 45 minutes, but they go around advertising basically to join the Air Force. We're back on Pensacola. There's the lighthouse where we were right earlier, and it's beautiful. It really is beautiful. This is a special place. The sun is going down, pretty much the last minutes of it. It is stunning here. You guys have to come to Pensacola. It's gorgeous around here. Look, it's just going down there now. Right there. It's beautiful. We're back in the truck now because it's too windy out there again. But that was a stunning sunset. After our beautiful sunset, went to Whataburger. They have Whataburger in Florida. Can you believe it? It's like a little bit of Texas. So obviously we had to go there for tea, and I had my classic patty melt. So we're just going out for a couple of beers, see what it's like. Right now we're at the World Brewery, or the World of Beers it's called. So now we've made a friend called Noah, who's from here. So we're now going with him and maybe a few others to Murphy's, I think. So our friends are arriving, so we've just got a lift here with our new friends there. We're at an Irish pub bar to get some food and a drink. This is my friend Noah here. That is a Harley Davidson.
It's customized, it's bobbed out pretty much. It's got a really uncomfortable seat on it, and it's got some aftermarket pipes.
This is the oldest bar slash brewery in Pensacola, made in 1989.
So you see all the dollars on the ceiling?
Yeah, oh look at all the dollars on the ceiling right there, yes.
You see all their culinary awards?
Yeah. This is a well-known bar. So when you're in Pensacola, you come here. The burgers actually here are both the best in Pensacola. So I'll go for the Hawaiian burger. Burgers have come, amazing burger. I'll let you know how it tastes after. But we're back home now. We've just got dropped off. Had a fantastic night. Literally, me and Chloe went out to our bar. We met Noah, who was sitting right next to him, and I ended up meeting him because I was looking at beers. Then we met our 2 other friends, and we ended up going with them with another friend we literally just met, and they said, yeah, jump in the car. Had an amazing burger there actually, so definitely check out the burgers there at Maguire's. Be open, say hi to people, you never know where it takes you. And we've had a fantastic night. Thank you to everyone we've met along the way for making our trip what it has been. I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next video. Good night.